It worked before. Oh, it's
What if I click splash screen?
they'll hear us.
the the source for the actual coverage of the race?
Yes.
Yes, I've right clicked it. Right clicked it. Yes.
Mute your mic. Mute sound on stream, please.
Now then guys, how are we doing? It's the Formula Track League back again with another Master Split round. I would like to apologise for the delayed start, but we managed to get going in the end. We had a few technical problems, but they've been all sorted now. It was a bit of a mess, but we are back at it again. As that is Toby Sanford at the bus stop chicane. It is Spa in Belgium today. Should be a very good race, this one. I'm looking forward to it. I'm joined by Challenge Split driver for Sunset, Stephen Heppener. Hello Stephen, how are you?
Good evening, Robbie. Yeah, I'm very excited to be here tonight with you and commentate on my very first Formula Track race here. I have experience in the car, but not in the commentator's booth, so we'll see how this goes.
Yep, you'll love it, mate. You will find it's one of the best experiences. So yep, we have Muradi on pole at the minute, provisional pole, because anyone could snatch it off him. We've got a Junga lockout at the minute. Junga lockout the front row, with Muradi at the helm, followed by Dragoon in second. Alongside him we've got Griffin Gaming driver Andreas Schilder, followed by we have a reformed, we have a new team. Well, they are new, but they aren't. We have a rebranded team, DHF1 and now DHGP. Let's look at this. David Halligan running the old livery. It still says DHF1, but the team is now called DHGP. Let's look at Steven Stevenson for the Octane team. Here he is. He's the now newly crowned Indy Series champion. So yeah, that'll be a big confidence boost for him in the future. There's oh, Schilder cutting some grass at the bus stop chicane there. On entry to the pits. Oh, he spun it in the pits as well.
Quality lap gone as the checkered flag has been waved.
It's
for,
like the Muradi on pole. Let's have a check. Dragoon is coming up to line now. He might be able to stop him, but he's a 10th down.
Is he gonna get that pole position?
Can he snatch it away from the Iranian driver? No, he can't. He was only starting the lap. No, wait, what?
No, he can't start a lap.
No, the checkered flag is out and qualifying is over. This does mean that you are looking at your pole sitter, Mustafa Muradi. This man is also new to the Master Split, Giuseppe Lafaro. Last time out of Hockenheim, he got P3 on a Master Split one-off. As the Mooring goes P3.
That was Challenger. I'm pretty sure he drove in. Lafaro participated in
He was a
Baku
Challenger
as well.
He was a Challenge Split driver in Baku. He won that race. He DNF'd from Silverstone. He did Hockenheim in the Master Split, and here he is. He got that podium, which was massive.
And now
but
he's
here he is.
P9 qualified at Spa.
Yeah, oh, he's one of the TC cars. Jordi Larish there. A little bit held up. He's not on a lap, so it won't be too much for him. But now we're prepared to go into the Grand Prix. It's gonna. I'm looking forward to this one. How are you, Stephen? Are you looking forward to this one?
I've seen the Challenger race, of course, engineered for you yourself. You've driven the
let's not talk about that one.
We've seen some crashes and some good racing as well. Close racing.
We saw the win.
Yeah, we saw 1-2 for Lioness.
The win for Oliver Gibson.
Now up here in the Master Split.
Yeah, shout out to Oliver. I know he's watching, by the way. He won the last race. So yeah, hello Oliver. Yes, Muradi on pole. Jungle lock out the front row. As I'm sure that this is going to be a brilliant race. Let's just navigate our way to the front here. Here he is, Mustafa Muradi, locking on the front row. Yet another pole by the Iranian driver. I'm looking forward to this one, I must say, because we know that the Challenge Split race was a mess on lap 1. Jace Merrick went flying off at Radion. We saw a few cars off at turn 1. The lights come on then. Here we go then. for the Formula Trout Season 9 Belgian Grand Prix. Here we go, the 6 lights Assetto Corsa provide us. Come on now! And we're off. We are off in Belgium. So as Muradi wins the start, he just goes to cover off Dragoon into turn 1. It's all kept clean as him.
Oh, and it's the back locking up.
Yeah, the bag locks up.
Side by side with
Oh! Few cars off the back there as well.
Cars up in the back.
And Muradi has a flyer of a start. It's 6/10 now. As they all seem to keep it clean. Going
It's
up
the DHF1
Rouge and Radion.
So
Yep.
it's Dragoon going side by side with him.
Yeah, Dragoon and
And it's the
Amorim.
back.
Oh.
More and Dragoon
Here's
going side by
Dragoon,
side
yes.
to look-
Look at this with shoulder.
They get
Oh!
inside.
That was close as Amorim has been sent into the gravel at turn 7.
Oh no!
He's been relegated quite a few places there. As Olsen's down 1 to Stevenson. A dramatic start here in Belgium.
Lots have happened already, and this is the first lap.
I know why.
Incredible stuff. Andreas Schilder up in the P2 as well.
Yeah, so that Junga 1-2.
And I think that's Lois battling with Stevenson.
Yeah, you're right, it is, as yeah, you can see there. Anyways then, Muradi, 2 seconds already.
Put a massive gap. I mean, that's the advantage of just getting through the first corner in one piece. You know, they'll all be braking super late, but most likely not reaching that first position. So everyone behind it basically suffers.
Oh, there's a car
running side by
flying
side.
off there. That is
Oh,
Dave Southwood flying off at the bus stop
Yeah.
chicane. He's been deleted there. Cyprian Stoyan's out there with him too.
Oh no!
And Stoyan's out of the race. Magzai's out of the race as well. And
Magzai-
Southwood's going nowhere. He could be out of this.
Anthony Penn is in the pit lane. He's repairing his car.
Yeah, Ant Penn in the pits. He's just coming out now. Dave Southwood is still sat there. He's still sat there. Alton and Cochrane are at it into turn 5. That's Dalla and Lafaro on debut. He's gone a bit wide. Oh, and they make contact. They have made contact, and Dalla is sent spinning
And they follow
around.
round. It's a dangerous place to be standing still in.
Yeah.
To reach the track.
Yes.
It's the Dragoon on the back of Stevenson, down to Pouon.
Yeah. So this is spicing up a little bit because
Jordan
well,
Lewis is battling in there as well.
yeah, we're on board with Jordan Lewis. So Dave Southwood is now out of the race.
So Lois slowly gaining time on the car ahead and
Yep.
gets into that battle.
Might be a
soon.
tad.
Might
Oh,
be
he goes for it.
up the
It's a
inside
bold
here,
move.
but
He's
oh,
only
it's a great
T-bone
shot.
shoulder with him as well.
Run.
Wow. The
Oh
shoulder.
no, Schilder dropping down to P12. He's dropping places.
Yes.
To Lafaro, to Amorim, back into P13. Oh,
So still Stoyan in the pits. He's back to. I mean, he'll be out of this race.
that's horrific stuff for the Dutch driver. Season
Yes.
7 champion.
Oh yeah. In the ton split, of course. But here comes Alex Cochrane, and that was rather an easy move there into Les Combes. Has he got the move fully done? Yes, he has. He's not done. Oh,
Lewis
contact!
being there without in the round.
He's gone round, hasn't he? And they're gonna have to
Oh, this dangerous spot.
lightning reaction. Fantastic.
It shows the skill level of these drivers here.
They're better than us lot.
Narrowly avoiding.
I would probably say that they might be better than 90% of the Challenger split field. Anyways then, 5 seconds now from Muradi at the front. And the rest of the field is absolutely nowhere compared to him. Obviously came in season 8, won the first 2 races by a million miles. Got that promotion into Master. He's only at it again this season.
Samuel being under attack of Halligan.
And oh yes, there is. So thanks for pointing that out, Stephen. Halligan on the back of Sam Ward here. We know Sam Ward has a very similar story to Mustafa Moradi.
Tarek Batata right behind Halligan as well.
Tarek Batata not quite right behind him just yet, Stephen, but I can see a potential move.
I think
Move
he
could
has
be on
the
here.
DRS on.
Yep,
Yeah,
we're on lap 3.
The
Dragoon passes Stevenson. Steve Stevenson overtaken by Dragoon, and we're on out, and we're now back to a Jungle 1-2 again, as you were before. So yeah, and Dragoon is pulling away with that. We have a move at the back. Oh, we have a spin at the back, and that is Toby Sanford for Oxtown.
And Stanford.
Toby Sanford spun round. He's now lost that place to Ant Penn. Yep. So he's now down, and he's at the back. And there was something with Dalla Valle as well. I'm not too sure about that. Yeah, let's go back to the front. 6.9 seconds between the front two.
Quite a gap on him.
Tell you what, Moradi.
Philippe Olsen right on the back of Jordi Lois here.
Oh, we have contact between Lafaro and Amorim at the bus stop chicane there. And yeah, the field will now at this point usually start to spread out. Don't count out Tarek Batata. He is probably one of the closer people to Mustafa Moradi at the moment. We have a move there as Ward passes Olsen. Let's see, and in the space is just there, it's just in front. Volpino actually ahead of the Volpino Racing. Yes, Volpino run 2 teams in this split, as we know. Schilder flashes up red. Yes, Schilder's in the gravel trap at turn 7. And yes, Ant Penn sends one down the inside. And Sanford's not too far behind. Sanford could join in on this little battle. A British driver for Roxton. And Schilder, don't forget, he shouldn't have too much damage. Didn't look too big. Unless he had damage in contact with the other car. It seems like you could be past Penn within a few laps. Oh no! He spun it, so he must have a little bit of damage, surely. So there's definitely a bit of attack on the rear wing. There's a Morin relegates. Cochran.
And it's a TC round in the final.
There is. It's Jordi Larish round on the bus stop chicane. This is all kicking off.
Oh, that's the back going, cutting the corner.
Yeah, the
there.
back cut the corner by a mile there.
Oh, Lois is going to lose a lot of position.
He is here because look at Rositis on his teammate. Schilder is round at the bus stop chicane. It's another spin for Andreas. He's oh, again in the pit lane. Sato did that in F1. And Halligan, there's a car cutting the corner.
But that's side by side with
this
the DHF1.
wow. Yes, Oh!
He's
A
got
mooring
drive
round!
as well. A mooring.
In the wall, that seems a heavy hit there, I must say. Shoulder, tap.
Big shunt
I don't know what's
on
happened.
the rear.
Yeah, mooring rashes where it's all happening here in Formula Trout. Yeah, he's round
As,
again. Yep, it's a disaster for a mooring. Shoulder does get going again. That is nice. The other Season 7 champion, the Master Season 7 champion. So yeah, officially Cyprian Stone is now out of the race after that bus stop chicane incident earlier.
Bad luck for him.
Unlucky for him in Southwood as well.
As Stevenson is, I think he's closing the gap again on Jan Dragoon.
Yes.
P2.
Well, they are two fantastic drivers. Also, the title rivals in the sprint. You thought that battle was over. It really isn't. They're at it again. It's 10 seconds out in the front two. As Halligan, Patata is round at Radion.
No. Bad luck for Patata.
You don't want to spin to that corner because effectively, that is, you get deleted almost immediately. Here's Halligan on. More in pits. Giovanni and more in the pits there.
We'll be going to the C2s, maybe even the C1s.
Batata round again. He's round again at turn 6.
Bad luck for this. Bad luck for Tarek Batata.
Luck is not on his side at the minute, is it?
Could have done well this race.
One of the closer contenders to Mustafa Mali. Oh, he's on it again. And he nearly got collected by Ant Penn.
We both know what happens when you spin the car in the hybrids.
RSS, we know what RSS can be like with their car sometimes. Consistent 44s from Muradi. You'd expect these times in qualifying and all that.
And yeah, Stevenson closed the gap to about 2 seconds.
Yeah, he is. Benoit goes to the PB there. His personal best lap time yet. No, yeah, and so does Yori Larish. He's being a bit resilient as Schilder in the pits. Is he just getting... He tapped out! Schilder's out!
He DNF'd.
So it's
4 DNFs already in the first 8 laps of the race.
What a race. Halligan on Benoit seems to be getting a lot closer with that DRS.
Not sure if
Cochran
he will
gets
get it
relegated
before
by. Actually,
it's Cochran right on the back of Lafaro. Batata in the pit lane.
yep, he's coming into a pair. Any damage he might have accumulated from those spins, he might have tyres that genuinely could be on boiling points at the minute, or he could be into tap out.
Gaps are starting to form.
They are.
As Halligan is behind Benoit.
He seems to be the quicker man of them two at the minute. From DHGP's first race. Halligan's got a relatively good gap to Giuseppe Lafaro behind him for Griffin Ultra.
Yeah, and I think Halligan is also closing in the gap to that CRG driver.
It's the CRG driver.
Yeah, the TC.
Oh yeah, it's, yeah. So what you mean, Simon Benoit? I thought for a second he was going to send it down his side, and as Cochran pits. I'm honestly more bothered about this battle at the minute. Dalla Valle and Cochran pits. We'll start to see the first pit stops being made in this race that aren't for damage or to tap out. They are genuine pit stops at this point in the race. Cochrane is being relegated down a few, so is Alavala. They're likely both have a bit of damage. As Halligan has done it. Halligan's done it. He's passed him on Benoit. Yes, with ease. With ease.
Oh, that's Lofaro going past Low Eyes. Benoit. Oh, that's Halligan past Benoit. Little bit. I'm watching 3 streams at the same time here.
Well, there's a good thing about that because you can also keep updated on anything else that happens that I might not know about, which is good. Anyways, meanwhile, back at the front, you now have 10.1 seconds between the Jungers. I'm sure Maxi will be liking this one indeed. It's been an easy one for Maradi so far, as Rositis is in the grass.
Oh, Rositis in the grass.
Yeah, the Season 8 reigning Challenger Split champion. Into the grass there. Well done, mate. As Stevie with a personal best, he's trying to get that gap to Dragoon down. As Giuseppe Lafaro passes Benoit, who pits. So yep, and following behind is Jordi Lawis there as well. Yeah, they're all pitting now, and it's a bit of a mess. As Benoit, yep, he's just going out a bit. Sanford on Benoit. He doesn't have the balls to go for it in that corner, does he? He certainly gets the better run as we ride on board with the Oxtown man. Can he get it done? Yes, he can. Benoit nowhere there to defend that place. Rositis and Morim are trading places at the minute.
As yeah, it's Lafaro just passing Benoit there, but Benoit is keeping that gap closed. He's still right on the back of Lafaro. Has a chance to fight back. Coming through Poolwones, not the ideal place to overtake. And Jordi Loa is trying to close that gap on Benoit as well. Olsen's still chasing. Oh, and that's Wardolf. Wardspan.
Oh yeah, he has, yeah. Yeah, he's that is bus stop's train. Sam Ward bottles it and he pits, understandably. Dragoon's in the pit as well. It means Olsen is in a third. Sanford down to 10th there, but he could be on for a switch back here. Yeah, he's gonna have it done into turn 1, is he? Oh no, not quite. But he made contact there. Oh, they're going to go wheel to wheel into Lake Combo. Yes, and they've just managed to keep it clean. That is good, that. There's Benoit. He's down a few. What's happened there? Yep, he's probably spun it on the curb. Oh yeah, he's round again. Simon Benoit.
Oh, Benoit round. Oh, and it's somebody's pen. Oh, they made contact in Poolwone.
What's this?
That's Cochrane and Lois round.
I think it might have been a bit mixed up there, but all clean at the minute. And definitely Cochrane is a lot slower. He's definitely slowing a lot there. Cochrane cruising in 8th. It might be Oliver. Look at the suspension damage to that Griffin car. Look at the state of it.
Yeah, it was a heavy shunt out of Puan. Probably won't be able to continue with that amount of damage. Yeah, he's gonna pull out here.
He's out of the race. It's all over for Cochrane.
And it's another DNF here at the Spa circuit. Just shows you how tough the track is, even for the best drivers in these cars.
Penn in the points after running last earlier. Safety makes a good fight back so far from him.
Yeah, I think that Lafale pulled through quite well. Chandragoon made a pit stop because he's down to P6. Means Stevenson
Dragoon
is
is
up to P2.
currently P5, Stephen.
Sorry, correction.
It's Samuel Ward is in 6th.
Yeah, I see it now. Dragoon is in P5 indeed.
He is, and Halligan crossing the pit entry line. I'd rather get the feeling there's a penalty coming his way for that. Yeah, Halligan is in the pits at the minute. Dragoon with a personal best of a 44.1. When is this man gonna pit though? Mustafa Muradi.
13 laps.
13.
Under
Oh, we have a
Series.
DNF. Agnes
Think
Rizis
quite
is out
sweet.
here.
Rosset is
Yep, he's out of the race. All of him.
into campus corner, retires from the race. here in
Stavolo,
Spa.
yep.
It's another DNF. So we have 6 DNFs here, down to 14 drivers.
Just waiting to see if Muradi's gonna pit because this should obviously mean a
Morati
change.
has to pull into the pit lane now. Those tires are taking quite the beating.
Fast gear for that. Oh yes, here he comes into the pit. Should be
Yeah,
now
lap
that Stevenson
13.
will inherit the lead. Yes, it's the same lap I pitted in the race
We'll be
earlier.
tight though, we'll be tight. Yes, quite a gap to close.
To be fair,
Yeah, I don't
Muradi's
think it's
coming
gonna
down
be
the
as
pit
close
lane.
as I thought. Yeah, we'll get him easily actually. Maybe Philippe Olsen. Oh no, Olsen pulls into the pit lane as well. Almost spins his car.
Muradi's still stopped. Yeah, Stevenson does get the lead now.
Yeah, Stevenson just pulled out of the pit lane. Not much of a gap there.
Yes, so Stevenson, P12 to Pete in the first lap. Then it was second
Will
by
Halligan overtake
second lap.
Olsen for P3?
But now, yeah, don't discount Halligan. This is gonna. No, I think Olsen might just get it. A Penn. It's in the gravel trap there at the far side of the circuit. It's a long way back for him. The first lapped car, Simon Benoit, lapped by our new race leader Stevenson. Oh, but Patata is out of the race at 7 DNS now.
So many DNFs here already today.
You've also got Penn in the pits. He's coming out now. Simon Benoit will take 13th. So Stevenson pits, Muradi now retakes the lead. Now look at the gap, Muradi's at Eau Rouge, Dragoon at turn 1.
Stevenson just put out the pit lane.
Yep, so it's as you were from before. Muradi 1, Dragoon 2, Stevenson 3.
Quite the gaps have formed, although Amorim is getting closer and closer to Toby Sanford.
Is he? Oh yes, he is.
It's very interesting because Amorim is currently on the C1 tire, the blue wall C1s, the hardest compound available.
Yep.
Toby Sanford, meanwhile, is driving the C2s, the white-walled ones.
Now 14 seconds between that front two, and that gap is just going up and up and up.
Philippe Bolston got an illegal DRS.
Yes, so he's used the DRS illegally. That's an automatic 5-second time penalty added onto your race time.
Unfortunate for him because he had the space.
Yep. So not what he would have wanted. Unlucky for Philippe Bolston, who just set his personal best. Unsurprisingly, with 45 dead. Halligan and Ward do exactly the same. They go up as well in terms of lap times. So we're now to 15 seconds between the front two now. He's lapped Benoit, Penn is next, at the bottom Pouon. So we're starting to move to the second half of this race now. Half laps, 29 laps, around 14, 15. It's about the halfway point. I'd say we're about that point now. Oh, we have Dalla Valle ready. He is indeed random stop chicane there.
Oh, yeah, he span in the bus stop.
Yep.
It's Amorim still at the back of Sanford. He's not really gaining, but he's not really pulling away either.
It looks a lot closer to that corner there, Stephen. Still Sanford with the upper hand. Dragoon sets
yeah.
his personal best of a 44 there. Stevenson does the same. That gap is actually coming down between the front two here.
I think Halligan is also closing on Olsen. So you might be seeing some interesting battles going on there.
Sam Ward is just as close to him, if not closer. So yeah, Halligan, he can either gain one or he can lose one.
And then Sanford is also catching on Davale, I think.
Uh, Oh, and Ward. What's happened to Ward? He has hit the wall at the corner now, 9. Turn 9. There's a pen relegated by Benoit there. No, pen relegates Benoit, sorry.
Drivers pushing absolute limits here of the Hybrid 2021 car. So
We know it's
really sure these guys are the fastest drivers.
we know the experience that some of these guys have. Some of them do real life things. They race in real life, in real cars, some of them. I think some of them do. And overall, they are entitled to be quick. Jordi Lowish, Flash is ready, he's hit the wall. And Ward is in the pits there. A bit of a slow race, last few laps. 10 to go. Raddy in the lead. We have an overtake. Sam Ward overtakes Jordi Lowish. Yep, he's past Lowish now.
Amorim still behind Toby Sanford. And it's
Oh yeah, he is. Yeah, but he's getting a little lot closer. Back for P8 here, the Brazilian against the Brit. Toby Sanford racing for Oxtan, part of the Oxygen program, ran by Mr. Trout himself.
as Amorim is getting closer and closer to Sanford, it looks like. Sanford's not really catching up to Dalla Valle though.
No, which means it could be a bit of a sitting duck here if
Gap seems to be pretty equal though as they're heading up the hill. What's the time difference going to be? I think he's going to get the DRS.
he has, yeah, he's got it. So going down to turn 5, can he get it done?
Nah, not too far away. You should see the top line, the straight line speed of that that Oxtan.
Yep, he definitely looks quicker.
But don't underestimate this guy. Amorim has done some incredible stuff since he joined Trout.
His team,
Been
the Season 8
been in
Constructors
the master
Champions.
within a season.
Which, you know, if you can be a master within 2 seasons, that is an accomplishment.
This guy's shown some great speed, some great abilities. He can be very quick. And this is where he needs to be quick, this very moment. To get that P8. Same for Toby Sanford, who has the P7 in sight.
Yep. To be fair, Dalla could be doubly done here. We know that Amorim... To be fair, what Dalla could do is defend Sanford like a lion, which would probe Amorim to pass Sanford, and then I'd get more points for the team.
Yeah, they could get team orders here, and yeah,
They
they're
could.
both driving for back here.
Dalla ACTV's had a moment there because it relegated Dalla down 2 places.
I think they're going for El Plan.
El Plan, yes, so there is that. Yeah, here comes Amorim on Sanford. Sanford goes defensive, but here comes Amorim, goes round the outside, and Intellecom has the move done. Team orders, can it happen?
As it looks like Sanford is closing that gap to Della Valle.
To Amorim, you meant
Yeah, Sanford is closing to Della Valle. Amorim is closing to Sanford.
Amorim sets his personal best there. Now back, I'm not too familiar with the team. The Brazilian Season 8 Constructors Champions. Could they be in a call together somewhere? Could they, or could they not? We see team orders come into play here. Depends, because they might be in a call somewhere, and they might not. If they are, we could certainly see some team orders come into play. Now we have Alex Cochran in, waiting for interview. Hello Alex, how are you doing? Not a good race for you today. You're out of the race. Just talk us through how it all happened.
Yeah, hello by the way.
I'm sorry. I was gonna say I've probably kept you in there for a while. I'm sorry if I've kept you waiting for a while, but we have you in
no,
there.
okay, exciting race. Yeah, no, it's just unfortunate. Yeah, I had an okay start. I started down in P13, ran quite low aero, so the start I think I managed to get up to P6, but yeah, after that, you know, a bit messy. It was hard to follow with that low aero as well. People overtaking in sector 2, which you know you don't often see. But I was running such low aero, and I wasn't really getting enough in the straights. I had contact with Geordie, which was unfortunate. But yeah, what put me out of the race? I went wide through Puhan. You know, trying to push with the low aero. Went a little wide on the midpoint onto the on the runoff, and I didn't know it was there. So yeah, I flew across. Yeah, I had contact with George.
Oh,
In the car.
sorry to interrupt you.
Sorry to
but,
No problem.
Dalla Valle in the
Dalla Valle,
wall.
right?
Yeah, carry on, Alex.
Yeah, I had contact with Geordie after that, unfortunately, which slammed me into the wall and just put me out of the race. Tried to lift back to the pits, but too far. It was just a Stavolo, so one of those things, though.
Yep. I'll say thank you for streaming Challenger earlier, and better luck next time in Barcelona after the Christmas break.
Yep.
Alex Cochran just popping in for a mid-race interview there. You get it now and again, you know, driver must just go and talk to you mid-race, it happens. Just gotta let it happen, haven't you? So yeah, 18 seconds now. He's got 5 laps left. It's gonna be it's not quite gonna be a grand slam because he lost lead in the pits.
And as I can see, Samuel Ward took also advantage of Della Valle spin.
Oh
so
yeah,
it's
he
a
has, yeah.
Swedish driver.
Yeah, he's actually, funny enough, he's 4th in the challenge split standings, despite only doing 1 race. Just shows what a win can do.
Yeah, especially in a field where it's very hard to get consistent wins and results are all shuffled up. Because the chaos happening in the races all the time. Because of the close racing. That's Amorim having DRS on Sanford as they're heading down the back straight.
Well,
Arush Radion.
Yeah, he will likely get it because he's within that second gap. Can he get the move
But
done
as it looks like, I think Sanford is running a lower downforce setup, as you can see by the straight line speed. Amorim's not really catching him with the DRS, although this time around he is.
Not
it's
quite.
not going to be enough to make the pass. He did close.
Oh, and
he
Jordi
almost
Lausch
lost it
is
back
out of the
in,
race, as he nearly loses it there. Lausch is out, yeah. As we have the fastest lap, Muradi with a 43.5.
Moradi really being unharmed here, dominating this race so far. With the with the other driver, John Dragoon for Younger GP, having quite the gap to him. And it's Steven Stevenson, who just kept a strong pace and just staying on to that 4th place. But can Amorim, in these final 5 laps, catch up to Toby Sanford and go for a move?
It will be interesting. The gap is less than a second. So yeah, the race obviously slowed down now. We now have 8 DNFs. No, 9 actually. This is truly sensational. Yeah, 9 DNFs. What a race. Just 3 laps left then for Muradi. It's been fantastic for him. He's led every lap nearly.
Just shows unmatched pace. No one can keep up with him. Is Amorim gonna get the run once again though?
Della Valle
The gap
pits.
seems to be a bit further. Not sure if he's gonna get him before the end of the race. It's been like this for a while.
It has, Stephen.
Lost the DRS as well, so I think we can safely say that Amorim will finish in P8 if there's not going to be any mistakes made.
Now
It's
2
Ward
laps.
also pushing his very best to trying to catch with Amorim.
Yep, there's Ward. Trying his best to catch Giovanni. So, moving on then. Not much has happened in this race. Well, a lot has happened this race. Not recently. All spread out, and it's gonna be easy. And this man, you can't beat him, can you?
Incredible pace by Maradi. Incredible car. Just been up there. Grabbed every opportunity he had. And he just drives the car like it's nothing really. He's just in another class by himself. As he crosses the line, it's 2 more laps.
Yep. No, I think. Yeah, 2 more to go. He's actually coming round to lap one of the bags. I think that might be Dalla Valle. He's about to lap. Yeah, it is. You know, Muradi's put him to the Max Hammerlink of season 9, isn't he? He has a few wins under his belt now. And he's had a few DNFs as well, so my top thing for him is that when he's winning, when he's not winning, he's in the wall. When he's not in the wall, he's winning. That is Muradi summed up for you. Yep, nearly
He's
there.
not in the wall, he's winning.
Yep.
So basically, if you don't want him to win, the only thing you can do is put him in the wall.
Yep, there are no seconds or thirds for him, or fourths, nowhere else. It's either first or DNF. So we have 2 drivers who've been lapped today, Ant Pennington and Benoit.
If it weren't for the others to DNF, that is.
Quite a few, yeah.
And we have a total of, what is that, 7 DNFs here.
Don't forget to join us after the race as well for our last few interviews. So Dalla Valle sits present at 44.8. So this should be the last lap now. It's the final lap. Here we go.
Oh, and that's Samuel Ward getting real close to Giovanni Amorim.
So see that again. What's happened?
It's Ward getting closer and closer to Amorim.
Yes, he is.
Might see a little final lap scratch going on here as Maradi is
Olsen improves. I don't think
lap.
he's nowhere near finished yet.
Ward is catching though. We have about 1.5 more lap to go. But I think Amorim is pulling away slightly, closing on Sanford. It's getting all real close now as we're
Here
entering
we
the
go.
final lap.
Final lap for Ward and Morim and Sanford. This is going to be a dramatic ending. Here we go then, Samuel Ward. If you can get a good drive out of turn 1.
Oh, a bit slight
It's about
there.
the drive for him. Here we go, up into Eau Rouge now. And Raddy on.
Ward is going to get that advantage of a double slipstream and a DRS.
Yes, he will.
As a
Here he goes. Mustafa Raddy wins. Here he goes. Samuel Ward and Morim, he's done it. As Maradi wins. Maradi wins, right. Into Lake Commerce is still on the last lap here.
It's not over yet.
This is far from over now, lads.
Ward
Wow.
just got a Morim in Lacombe.
Don't think it's over yet because it isn't.
On those C3 tires, Ward stretched them out very long. Strategy seemed to be on point though, as
Yandra Green finishes second. Younger get a 1-2 rounded up. Stevenson third. Don't discount this. Stevenson versus Ward.
It's the final sector here for Ward and Sanford. As we're gonna get that run into the final corner.
Yes,
using
he's
all the RS he has. If he has it.
Yeah, he's gonna have to drain the battery. Here he goes.
Oh yeah,
he's a lot
closing.
closer. Here we go. Oh!
Great contact.
So close. So close. He sends it on the inside. Oh my
Too
God!
late.
And
No,
Sanford gets the switch back.
It's too late.
And Morim. Surely not. Oh my God! A photo finish to the line. Ward wins it. Ward gets it. What a finish! Wow! What a finish! Oh my God, that was mental! Fair enough, well, that was amazing. You've got to clap for that. I mean, wow! Well, and that is why it's called the Master Split, because they really are masters, aren't they? Whew! We've got a few waiting for interview, actually. He may not be a Master Split driver, but I'm getting him in for the sake of it. Hello, Oliver, you alright?
Bring Stephen in.
Right, let's bring him in. You got P3, Stephen. What a first lap that was from you. P12 to P3, now to P2. It came to P3 in the end. Yes, give us your thoughts on that race.
Qualifying wasn't very good. I got blocked twice. So that wasn't very fun. But the race, that first lap, as you said, that was amazing. I still can't believe it. I went from P12 to P3 in one lap.
All hell off.
And then, I just had to, hold my place.
Yeah. You led the race briefly for a lap, didn't you? Because they both pitted. You cruised off. Obviously, Miranda got the lead again, but yeah. Do you believe that you can stay consistent in this and even begin to challenge the younger boys towards the end of the season?
I don't think there's any chance I can challenge Moretti, but I reckon I can challenge Jan like I did in the sprint series. I beat him before. I don't see why I can't beat him again.
Oliver, obviously you must have engineered for Stephen. So what do you have to say about your driver today?
Well, I was watching his onboard for lap one, and I was like, okay, well, he's going for it. So it was a great drive. We were thinking of doing an undercut, but turns out we didn't need to. So, I mean, it was just really impressive from quite a lot of drivers today, but obviously the Oxtam boys and the Golf. I don't know who. I think it was just one for Golf. I think it was a DNF, but it's Spa. We saw how many DNF, but yeah, pretty good race.
You are obviously leading your championship, Oliver. It's not a good day for Jace as well, so I think it's starting to all come together for you as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, the main focus is on Master, in my opinion, but yeah, I mean, I'm happy to see both splits, doing very well. So yeah, it's good for the league.
Thank you, Stephen. Thank you, Oliver, for joining us. That was the Season 9 Time Split leader and Stephen Stevenson. We're going to get Alex Chalkman in again. It's the second interview, so might as well have a repeat of what we had earlier. So you DNF'd from the race. Just talk us through it again.
Yeah, no, I'll go a little more. Yeah,
I had, okay race. We as a team. There's DNF'd as well. Oh, sorry.
Making weird noises.
Hello, is that better?
Yeah, it was like that before the race as well, wasn't it?
Just that bit.
Oh, sorry about that.
No, it's alright.
Yeah. No, I'll kind of go through it as a team. Yeah. We ran a little lower aero compared to the other teams, both me and Andreas, and I don't really think it was the right play. We were really struggling in sector 2, and then there were cars behind would catch almost a second in sector 2, and then even if you have that straight line advantage, a car behind 0.3 seconds behind is just going to get the draft, going to get the DRS even and overtake. So wasn't really the play. Anthony finished P11, which is pretty good. Unfortunately, just outside the points, but he didn't have a bad race. Had a little mistake, but everyone did, I think. I just want to apologise to Jordy because I had contact with him, and yeah, I think I said before I went wide at Pujon. There's a bump there. I didn't know there was a bump there, and it just oversteered round, and I had pretty heavy contact with Jordy. So yeah, not great as a team. Definitely not great because unfortunately both cars DNF'd, which I think is the first time that's happened this season. Hopefully there's not a repeat of that because it does put us far back in the championship. But one of those things, seasons long, still 5 races to go, I think. So, and who won, by the way?
Muradi won from
It's Muradi.
from P2 Dragoon, P3 Stevenson.
Oh, impressive.
As
Good job to those 3.
Lofaro is wanting an interview.
Yep,
here
we'll
as
get
well.
him in a second. Thank you very much for joining us, Alex. That was Alex talking for the second time today. We're now joined by Giuseppe Lofaro. How are you, mate?
Yeah, tough race today. Not what I wanted. Yeah, I'm really disappointed after the crash in the first lap. I was on the back of the grid, but I tried to recover, and yeah, my pace wasn't enough good, and the first stint for the obvious damage. The second stint was quite good and even a bit faster than the driver in front, and but yeah, not enough for a P5. Yeah, a big disappointed today, but yeah, we will see in 2022 in Barcelona. Yeah, I hope that performance help the team to score big points, and I hope that I will do more in next races.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Giuseppe. Thank you, Alex, who's still
Thank
with
you
us.
too.
So, yep, see you later, Giuseppe. And that's it. That is Master Split all over. We'll be
Master
back
Split wrapped
after
up.
the Christmas break
What a race.
for round 8 Barcelona, when something special happens and when Formula Trout returns. Have a good Christmas, everyone. See you later.